یک شبی دیگر میان خواب و بیداری، این من خسته اسیر ظلم و استبداد، پنجه بر دیوار پای در زنجیر، ولی در آرزوی صبح بیداری، روز آزادی. مادر خوبم حلالم کن، ای پدر تو نیز صبرت را نثار و همراه این راه تارم کن. دخترم امید فردایم برای توست، آرزویم روشنی آزادی و فردای بهتر از برای توست. هموطن فردا که میمیرم برای توست. از برای بودنت بی قید و بی زنجیر، از برای ماندنت بی ترس، از شلاق و صدرنگی است هموطن. فردای من، فردای صبح روز آزادی، پرچم خونین از آن توست. پاسدارش قدردانش باش.
نمیدونم چه کنم، بدم بهت؟ میخوای بدم بهت؟ نمیتونی من بدم بهت.
From the first moment my dad held me in his arms, I heard stories about Iran. Growing up, I knew three things for certain. We were safe because we lived in Canada. My parents were invincible. And someday I would visit the place of their birth.
Okay.
I didn't know it at the time, but it turned out that none of these things were true. My dad's world would light up when he spoke about an Iran before the revolution. But his world soon turned dark in 1979 and again in 1987 when he was thrown into prison for his rebellion. But his Iran, the dark Iran, clashed with the Iran I grew up with in Toronto. To me, it seemed like Iranian Canadians left their emotional baggage at the airport. It was as if two different pictures of Iran emerged in my imagination. What I didn't realize was that I would be confused between these two different Irans for the rest of my life.
I always knew Iran was somewhere that, we don't go. We didn't talk about it. I guess my dad didn't want to talk about it because he was scared I was going to do something. Well.
صبح نزدیک است و جلادان برای من طناب دار می بافند. آی برخیز. خیره بر جلاد می پرسم همین الان؟ میزند فریاد آری ای محارب مفسد فی الارض. راه میافتم به سوی مسلخ اینان، پای بر زنجیر این ضحاک خوناشام، چوبه دارم مهیا و طنابش نرم میرقصد میان باد.
I remember just thinking, first of all, what kind of monsters? You dream up monsters when you're a child, but you don't even expect them to be like these politicians. The day that I heard about these stories, the day that I heard that these people were being killed and I felt it, I thought, holy crap, like there's more here than just hearing a news story. You know, these are my people. I told my dad, okay, how can I help? And I saw so much fear in his face. Like, next thing I know, I'm looking on YouTube at, you know, Persian protests in Toronto. And every single one of these protests, I'm like, I've been to all of them. I didn't miss one. You know, the rain, shine, snow, whatever. I'm standing there right beside my dad. And it's hard. It hit me like I didn't expect.
People are in prison. Women are being lashed, raped, killed, murdered in prisons. Journalists are being killed, raped, murdered for nothing. Canadian journalists go into Iran and get killed. They get held in solitary confinement. People have had enough. It's just injustice.
That is why I believe the time has come for the UN Human Rights Council and the UN Security Council to end their silence and bring the record of the Iranian regime's crimes before the International Criminal Court.
حسرتم بر دل برای زنده ماندن نیست. حسرتم بر دل برای کودکان خاک ایران است. حسرتم بر دل برای دختران پاک ایران است. حسرتم بر دل برای دیدن ضحاک ویرانگر بر این خاک نیاکان است. حسرتم بر دل برای نوجوان خفته در خون کنج زندان است. حسرتم از دل برای دیدن سهراب و آرش یا ندا غلتیده در خون بر همین سنگ خیابان است. حسرتم بر دل برای زنده ماندن نیست.
So we got invited to Parliament. We were all crammed into this minivan. There were so many of us. And we were tired from the trip, and we finally get to Ottawa. And I just want to get into this building, and we're getting checked. And this woman, all of a sudden, makes a comment about my weight.
And I remember just being so spiteful and so angry for a second. And like, lady, I'm helping your people. Like, for a second, I forgot I was Iranian. And I'm like, I'm doing you a favor. And I looked over and my dad was standing at the bottom of the Parliament stairs and he's just looking up. And I looked at him and he smiles at me. And for a second, I forgot that I was angry. And I just go up to him and I'm like, Dad, we're doing the checks. Like, what are you looking at? Why are you just standing there? And he just looks at me and he goes, I'm really excited for the day that I can come and stand at these stairs and say, I'm Sophia's dad. I'm here to pick her up for lunch. You're in the middle of the water. You know how to swim, but you're drowning. And you just need a life raft. And I feel like as Iranians, we should be the first ones to give each other this life raft, but we don't. We watch, we pass in our safety boats.
I asked my grandma the other day why it seemed like Iranian Canadians didn't really care. And she said that it was simple. She said, why care when your belly is full?
And the thing I keep asking him all the time is, Dad, why do we do this? Every time something's difficult, every time we struggle, I'm like, Dad, why? Why is that? Like, can we stop? And he always just looks at me and he's like, people are different. I do care, don't get me wrong. Like, I know right now it sounds like I don't care. I just want to make my dad proud. It's not that. I care. I want to make him proud, but I want to make my community proud because they're extensions of my dad.
رسوای زمان
وای ای ملحد، باز هم آهنگ کریه و تلخ زندانبان. حرف آخر آری. زنده باد آزادی، دور باد استبداد، پاینده ایران، بوسه آخر تنابه دار. هموطن، ایران به دستت می سپارم. جان تو جان عزیزانم. نگهبان باش خاک پاک ایرانم. بدرود.